Greetings, class. This is LaShawn Bold, Associate Professor in Practice in the School of Social Work, and I will be your instructor this semester in the fall for Social Work 3301, Theories of Human Behavior. This is a very interesting class, and I hope that maybe you're lucky enough to also take the lifespan course at the same time. But if you haven't had it, that's okay. But they're both very good courses to take as far as getting some footing in the area of social work. Some of you are going to be here as electives, and some of you are taking an elective, and some of you will be here as social work majors. So it is a required course for social work majors. What I would like to do is roll through here this Canvas section of 3301-006. This is an online course, and I wanted to come to you and I'm going to need to make my screen just a little bit bigger. Well, you should be able to see online there somewhere. And let's go through this area here on the home page. Some of you have had Canvas, and some of you came from Blackboard, and either way, I'm familiar with both and have designed this course in both. So welcome, welcome. We're going to look, first of all, at this area here. You'll see little icons there where you can click and learn more about me. And then you can also go back over here. And this is where the syllabus is, the modules, any announcements, getting started. The question and answer discussion, I typically would rather you email me than put questions and answers here. It's just more difficult for me to see your questions and answers here. I may decide to open that because sometimes you can answer each other's questions, but at this point I haven't quite opened that yet. This is the getting started area, and it'll take you right to the modules as well, but it takes you directly to the getting started area. So here we go, here, and let's start with, we'll start with me. Okay, there's my biography. There's a recent picture of me. I have been in the School of Social Work for 15 years. I'm going on my 16th year. I'm excited about that. Here is where I have some areas of expertise and knowledge and some of the recognitions that I've received here at the university. Just FYI. You should look at that always for all of your professors. And here's this one. Okay, this is the course syllabus. This is very important to you, but there are also other areas that are very important that we'll go over in just a minute. I am not sure why it says the day and time of class. Perhaps that is the other class that I have. We're going to say this is online, so you get to watch me edit this while we're doing it. Okay, I just like to update it. We may have to do that a couple of times while we're going through this. Okay, this is the description of the course. And it says it is strongly recommended that 3302 be taken also. I think you can take them simultaneously. They work really well together. However you take them is good. Here is the Council of Social Work Education areas that they require of an accredited program. We are an accredited program with the Council of Social Work Education, and that means that we follow their guidelines for what is expected of a graduating social worker. And here they have listed a list of 9 core competencies that they expect a social worker to have by the time they graduate. So in all of your classes, you'll see this list of 9 competencies. While we will be touching briefly on almost every competency, and you'll hear about them, we will be mostly talking about competencies 2 and 7. So here is, we're going to engage diversity and difference in practice, and we're going to assess individuals, families, groups, organizations, and communities throughout the time in this class. And this says what you will be completing. It's important to understand that when you have a syllabus is basically an agreement between you and the university. This is what the university says that they're going to teach you, or not, to facilitate for you to learn, and because it's a two-way street. But it also means that these are the things that you agree to complete as part of this particular course. Here is the required course textbook. And it is best to have the most recent, or this edition of the course textbook, because it is the one that all of the quizzes and everything are created around. And so if you do not get that edition of the course text, because some choose not to, but if you decide not to get that edition of the course text, then you will be responsible for what the right page number is for this or that. Okay. All right. Next, you have here are the major assignments and examinations. There are discussions, and there is a case study in this course. And the case study is to write a case study on a family, a group, or a small organization or community. I'm going to need to make a couple of adjustments here, as I already see something that needs to change there. But I'll get that all adjusted before I open the course, and it will be looking good. When you're going through the syllabus also, if you will do me a favor and you see anything that doesn't look right, or an odd due date or something, if you will let me know, that'd be great. We also have a rubric here of what is expected from that case study. You should follow the rubric. It'll help you be much more successful if you read that and understand that that's what you're supposed to write about. There are also 2 exams in this course, Exam 1 and Exam 2, and that is that. I have an attendance policy here, and although this is an online class, you are expected to, quote, attend to the class and attend to the material on a regular basis. Each class opens on a Tuesday and ends on a Monday. And you'll find as you go along and adjust to that, there's a reason for that, mainly because you can have the weekend to get all the assignments done for each week and turn them in on Monday evenings. So while, there is some flexibility within that, the discussion boards are expected to be completed each week, every week. And there is a 5-day late policy for other assignments. So you want to be sure that you get that done. There's no makeup exams in this class. If you have an urgent need in this class, I would ask that you please let me know what is going on. You don't have to give me personal detail or things like that, but I do need to know something about what's happening in order to provide some additional support that you may need. I can't make any guarantees that I can make everything perfect, but it does help if you communicate with your instructors. So there's the late assignment policy, and I do not give incompletes either. So you want to be sure you're keeping up with everything. Here is the course schedule, and you will notice there are not a lot of due dates on this side where it says assignments due, but it does follow the week. So if you follow the timeline, if you'll notice over here, that's a Tuesday through a Monday. It's supposed to be. Sometimes I mess up the numbers, so just let me know if you see something odd. But this says that this first assignment is due on the first responses are due Friday, and then the whole thing is due Monday, and I won't grade it till after Monday. But the expectation there is that you would have some discussion with others and time to discuss with others. So here are all the discussions and what the titles are, and then here's the week that Exam 1 is due, and your case study is due, and Exam 2 will open during this time. So the due dates are actually on the assignments, and I'll show you that. If you move along, I would read all of this for detail. How do you find what to do about grade grievances, drop policies, the disability accommodations? If you have a disability accommodation, I need that letter as soon as you can get it to me so that I can make sure to try to make that work. if there's things that we need to do to get that going for you if it's the case. Here are some other university policies that you need to be aware of. You may not think that you need these policies or use them today, but you might run across a time when you need to use them. So I'm just rolling through so you can look at it briefly here so you'll know some of the things that we support students in. Okay? All right. Rolling back up here, and we're going to go over to assignments. Very quickly, I just want to show you where I was talking about that there's the due dates in the assignments, and you'll see it when you click on the assignment as well. I'm going to go to modules now. And you can go, so you noticed I just clicked there from there, but if you go over here, you can click there too from the home page. All right. There's a course overview there, information about me. We already looked at that. The course expectations. This tells you, that what some of the details, what's expected of you, some other things, additional things to participate. All right, so we have a module 1 and 2 are together here. I just want to show you how it can be a little bit confusing, but if you'll just go through it step by step, you should be okay. Here is module 1 and 2, and you have the 2 overviews there of what's going on there. And then here's the readings, and here are some of the lecture materials. Not all of the lectures are voiced. I may voice them as we go along, but if they're not, you can just, as I put here, use them as the notes for your test and things like that. Your best bet for being successful in this class is reading the course text, watching the videos, responding to the discussions. So I want to be sure that you're getting all of the information that you need in that way. For some of them, I do have voice, and some of them I do not. There are lots of videos that are so interesting in this class. I think you will have a good time learning and growing professionally and personally in this class. There's you see the quiz and the discussion boards there. Let's see. That's some information you're going to need for your paper right there. And then you have module 3, and it's kind of a similar thing. Some of the modules are put together as 2, and some are just as 1. So like here's module 5, those are combined. I think it's basically due to the subject matter is why those are combined like that. Okay, so that is your area there, and I will make the adjustments that I need to make sure it all looks correct before the semester starts. But sometimes we need to correct, and we call it course correct if we're correcting in the process of things. I wanted to let's see if there's anything else I need to let you know. All the quizzes are listed in all of the assignments as well, but if you need to just look at quizzes, okay, I hope that you have an amazing semester. And if you have any more questions, please let me know. Most of the assignments there's a lot of detail within the assignment about what to do. But if you need help with that, please reach out. And take a good pace with this, and you will do just fine.